Alright, I wanted to take some time real quick to show another way, a little bit unconventional way to get guaranteed blocking. It's not, I would say, foolproof. There's a little bit of an inherent risk here. It does require maybe some premium items, but for those that have access, maybe they'll spend some their own money on tokens so they can get some ultra rare golden gift boxes and stuff like that. It is something that you can do. But first, I wanted to talk about something before I begin. So things like freeze, petrify, spirit rend. As you all know, it skips a turn and it changes the elemental resistance. So what I have here is Fiend of Light, which has a skill that'll attempt spirit rend. So it'll change the darkness resistance up to 1.5 times. It maxes out at 200. I also have this weapon Lightcaster here. It also attempts spirit rend every single attack. So basically I'm giving myself two opportunities, and I'm stacking my opportunities here. The weapon and the armor is not great damage, but what I'm going for is to try to enhance some different inflictions. So what happens is there's different statuses and stuff that get enhanced based on the monster resistance. So maybe you see the info subs, it'll say like it's a 15 blind, but that's based on 100% elemental resistance. But if you max at 200, that'll go to maybe 30 blind. For example, Mandate starts off at 6 rounds at 30 blind, but if Earth doubles to 200%, that's actually 6 rounds of 60 blind, which is pretty good. I think it's the highest blind infliction, at least based on spells. What I'm going to do here is, so I've got the Lavender in Full Bloom from Snugglefest on blind mode, and I've got, let's see here, the Silk Screamer. This guy here, Summon Silk Screamer, has two modes. It has a choke mode, and it has a entangle mode. Entangle is highly underrated. It literally will decrease dexterity, which is the accuracy stat, right? So what I'm going to do is try and stack some entangle with a little bit of a blind, but I'm going to try to enhance it with spirit rend. And so spirit rend will literally change the darkness resistance, even though it's not shown, and you will get better potency on your inflictions. So let's see if I can manage that over a couple of monsters here. Using both of these, I usually have had pretty good luck. So 1.5 light is 150, so I'm guessing it says unable to act, darkness resistance is increased by, so basically it's 200% right now. I'm guessing that's what that means. Now that I'm at 200%, now I'm going to do Darkness Orb Shroud, which is a blind spell. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage. So we got 3 at 11. I don't think Darkness is 200% right now. Alright, so now I've got Entangle from my Misk at 110 for 1 round, and then the Silk Screamer actually has a permanent one, and it can go away through a strength save, and that's why I mentioned it's not foolproof. And then now we have my Lavender and Full Bloom Pet has now increased the blind to 51. So 250 dexterity, I think, is 31.25 BTH. And so I've decreased it by 360. There's a stat cap at plus and minus 500. This will continue to stack and grow. Most likely I'll probably exceed negative 500 here pretty quickly. And so that's like, what, 62 or 63 total dexterity on the negative side, plus the 180 that they just lost. So we're probably looking at maybe 80 total blocking I just already gained, or I will have gained, plus the 51 in blind here. So I'm looking at being unhittable already, provided that the entangle stays. So now I've got my Dodge Lash Shield, my Dodge Lash Misc, which is also giving me charisma and luck for my status inflictions. No dexterity, as you can see. So now we're entangled up to 540 and 81 blind. So they just missed every time. And as you can see, this is going to grow and grow. Now, dodge lashing and causing the monster to skip a turn obviously is kind of counter to one another. But if they're not doing damage to you, they're not doing damage to you. So, alright, so we should have some pretty good luck here with my entangle, because there's no strength on this monster. But let's see if I can get... Alright, Earth is 200. Let's try this here. Don't have my weapon here, so let's see what happens here. Alright, got Spirit Rend without celerity, 180 dex, 30 blind. I'm gonna go ahead and Shadow Feeder this time. I'm actually going to show you the entangle from the Misc here. 2 turns at 200% Earth. It's 864 entanglement, plus the one from the guest, so they basically have... They don't have enough dexterity to be able to hit me. As long as that entanglement is there, I think they won't be able to hit me. But I'm going to go ahead and switch here. I may switch over to Chaosborn here. I'm hoping this entanglement sticks. So the entanglement dropped, and that's where, like I told you, it's a little bit more of a gamble. I believe these permanent conditions like panic and this entanglement here and stuff like that, they give them a growing chance to save every turn, like 5% or something. So it's not going to be permanent. But with this setup and Spirit Rend, you're able to regrow it pretty quickly here. Let's see if I can keep it for a little longer and see if I can just dodge lash here, finish this off. So I think I need 750 total entanglement to max that out, which I've just crossed. So I'm guessing that's like about 90 something dexterity BTH loss the monster have. So at 31.25 times 3, so 93.75. The Misk is giving 8 blocking. And I've got 13 over the 61 that I need. So I'm well over the threshold for unhittable without having dexterity. And that'll continue to grow, but you know, once they're at negative 500 dexterity, it's by and large pointless. So anyway, that's just another way to dodge lash and get basically your blocking to unhittable. There's ways to do it. Untangle, I feel like, is very underrated and very powerful if you can manage to get it to stay. It takes a strength save to get rid of it. Makes it a little easier for the monster. You know, I don't know if there's some strength reducing abilities out there which would be nice to couple with it, just to kind of reduce their save possibility. But you know, stacking entanglement is one way to get some increased blocking. Anyway, that's all I have for today.